In this video, we will discuss about the image formation for the case of convex lens. The rules for formation of images are: any ray which is parallel will pass through principal focus f1. Any ray which is passing through principal focus f2 will become parallel to this principal axis. And the third one, any ray which is passing from this optical center will go without any deviations. So these three rules we will use to form an images. Now let us discuss different cases where we can keep our object in front of convex lens. The first case is, this is my convex lens, this is your focus f1, f2, and this is 2f1, that is twice of focal length f1 and twice of focal length f2. Now the first case is when your object is very far away from this convex lens, or distance of object is large as compared to the focal length. The second case will be if you bring this object not far away, bring little bit closer. Here object is far away, now the object is brought little closer, but it is away from 2f2. It is away from 2f2. So this is our second case where we can keep an object in front of convex lens. Now bring this object more nearer. Here when the object is at 2f2. This is our third case. Now the fourth case will be when your object is between 2f2 and f2, means here. So this is our fourth case, when your object is between 2f2 and f2. And the next one, if you brought this object more nearer, that is at f2. So this is our fifth case. And the last one is when your object is very nearby the lens, so that is between f2 and optical center, and this is our sixth case. So these are the 6 possible cases where we can keep my object. First one is when the object is at infinity. Second is when the object is far away, but it is not that much far away, but away from 2f2. Third case, when the object is at focus. Let's discuss the different cases one by one. The first one was when the object is at infinity. Infinity, as we have already discussed, when the object is infinity, it means parallel rays of line. So I will make the two parallel lines in such a way that whose rule is known to us. The first ray, I will make it pass through f2, and second ray I will make it a parallel another one ray which is passing from this optical center. So these are the two parallel rays. This means that object is at infinity. So we know that any ray which is passing through optical center will go without any deviation. And the ray which is passing through f2 will become parallel to the principal axis. So this is this much. Where the two rays meet, these are the two refracted rays. These rays are meeting at this point. So this is our image. So you see here, our image is formed at principal focus f1. So when you keep your object is at infinity, your image is formed at principal focus f1. So if I write here, when object is at infinity, your image is formed at focus f1. What should be the nature of it? You see here, the rays are actually meeting, so image is real. And real images are always inverted. And what is the size of this image? Size is very small. If you see here, if this object is very far away, suppose it is here, so it is, see here, it is this much big, and here it is very small. So it is highly diminishing. So this is when your object is placed at infinity. Now the second case, when your object is away from 2f2. Object is closer to the lens but it is away from 2f2. So I take my object is here. This is my object O. Now I will draw the two rays whose rule is known to us. So first ray I will make it to pass through optical center. Any ray which is passing through optical center will go without any deviation. Second ray which is parallel to the principal axis will pass through principal focus. So you see here where the two refracted ray meet, that is at this point, that is your image. I draw a vertical line from here. So this is our image I, and this is your object. So if you see this object through this mirror, if you see this object through this lens, then this image will be formed. So here you see it is inverted one. So when your object is away from 2f2, when your object is away from 2f2, image, where this image is formed? Between f1 and 2f1. What is the nature? Here the rays are actually meeting. So it is real and inverted. And the size, if you see, compare the size, the object size is bigger, so image size is small, so it is diminishing. When you place your object in front of convex lens, now let us discuss the third case. Now let us discuss the third case, that is when your object is at 2f2. So when your object is at 2f2, so we place my object perpendicular line. So this is, I suppose this is my object O. Again I will draw the two rays whose rules is known to us. The first ray is passing through optical center, will go without any deviation. So this is our refracted ray. Second ray is parallel to the principal axis. Any ray which is parallel to the principal axis will pass through principal focus f1. So any ray, the second one is any ray which is parallel to the principal axis will pass through focus. So if these two are the refracted rays, where these two refracted rays meet, that is our image. So this is our image. So if you see here, when your object is at 2f2, our image is formed at 2f1. Since the rays are actually meeting at this point, so it is real and inverted. And the size, if you compare both the size, you will find that both the object and image are of same size. So they are same size. The question may be asked for that where should an object be placed so that we can have a same size image as that of object. So that is 2f1. Now the fourth case, when my object is between 2f2 and f2. See here, this is our convex lens and these are the focal lengths f1 and 2f1 on this side, f2 and 2f2 on this side. My object is between 2f2 and f2. So this is my object. Now I will draw the two rays whose rule is known to me. The first ray I will make it to pass through optical center and second ray is parallel. So we know that any ray which is passing through optical center will go without any deviation. The second ray which is parallel to the principal axis, so this is a ray which is parallel to the principal axis, will pass through principal focus. Image. So they are meeting at this point. So our image will be, so this is our image. If you see, if your object is between 2f2 and f2, your image is away from 2f1. If your object is between 2f2 and f2, your image is away from 2f1. What is our nature? You see here rays are actually meeting, so nature is real and inverted. And what is size? If you compare the size of object and image, it is enlarged or magnified. So this is the fourth one case when your object is between 2f2 and f2. Now the fifth one case when your object is on the principal focus f2. I will draw the two rays whose rule is known to us. The first one, a ray is passing through optical center. Any ray passing through optical center, any ray which is passing through optical center will go without any deviation. The second one, ray is parallel to the principal axis and it will pass through principal focus f1. So any ray which is parallel to principal axis will pass through principal focus. You see here these two rays are the parallel lines. As they are parallel lines, they are meeting at infinity. So what we got it, when your object is at focus f2, your image is at infinity and the nature is rays are actually meeting. I suppose they are meeting at this point at any far away end. So the image is real and inverted. And what is its size? Suppose it is formed, suppose at this point. So see here, what is the size? It is very, if you compare this one, you see this much size. If you compare with the object, it is very large. It is highly enlarged or magnified. So this is our fifth case when your object is at focus. When your object is between principal focus and optical center, see here at this point, here is my object. Same, I will draw the two rays whose rule is known to us. The first ray is passing through optical center. Any ray passing through optical center will go without any deviation. The second ray is parallel to the principal axis. This is your parallel ray, and any ray which is parallel will pass through focus f1. Our two refracted rays. So if you see carefully, these two rays are diverging rays. They will never meet if you proceed in this forward direction. So we have to proceed them in a backward direction. If you proceed them in a backward direction, they are meeting at this point. And if you draw a vertical line from here, and here it is your image. So from here you can see here, when your object is between when your object is between F2 and optical center, your image is, where image is formed on the same side of object. On the same side of object. What is its nature? They will never meet at any point. So we are proceeding them in a backward direction. So it's a virtual image. And we know that virtual image is always erect image. If you see this, compare the size of object and the image, you see the size of image is large. So you can say it is enlarged. So these are the different cases for image formation for the case of convex lens. If you summarize all these results, in the case of real and virtual image, so for real image, so focus is our turning point. If you place your object anywhere in this region, if object is in this region, your image will always be a real image, and real image is always inverted. If you place your object in this region, that is F2 and optical center, so when you place your object in this region, your image will be virtual, and we know that virtual images are erect. So by this way we can define where should I place my object. If you want to form a real image, you should always place your object at 2f2 or away from 2f2. If you want to make an image, virtual image, you place your object F2 and optical center in the case of convex lens. Now in the case of magnification, for the magnification, this 2f2 is a turning point. If you place your object anywhere between this 2f2 and optical center, if you place your object anywhere between 2f2 and optical center, your image will be always magnified. But when you place your object in this region, your image is always diminished. So we can conclude that 2f2 is a turning point for the case of magnification. If you place your object nearer to the convex lens, your image will be more in size, magnified, enlarged. If you place your object away from 2f2, your image will be small in size, diminished. Let us discuss some of the facts related to the position of image formed. So first one is, when you place your object, I'm simply writing O here for object. When your object is there at infinity, your image is formed at focus F1. Similarly, if you compare with this one, other one, when your object is at focus F2, your image is formed at infinity. So it is just a reverse in order. This is your first case and this is your fifth case. So when your object is at infinity, your image is formed at focus, that is F1. And when your object is at focus F2, your image is at infinity. Now the other one case, when your object is, second case, when your object is away from 2f2, your image is formed between f1 and 2f2. See here, if your object is, this is 2f2, if you place your object here in this region, your image is formed in this region between f1 and 2f1. Now the other case, if your object is placed in this region, in fourth case, when your object is between 2f2 and f2, your image is formed where? Your image is formed away from 2f1. Object image is formed on the same side, And the last one, when the object is at 2f2. If your object is 2f2, your image is also at 2f1. Thanking you.